Yeah, like inner peace is what everyone is seeking,
Right.
and that is why I was so drawn and attracted to Eastern philosophy, because their method is to grasp and understand the mind, because the mind is where we get caught up. And if the mind is not at peace, then the whole system is not in this place of equanimity. And like the whole premise of Eastern philosophy, whether it's, ancient Hindu mythology, or if it's, Zen Buddhism, the Tao, and regular Buddhism, there's different variations and branches of this, but they all come to the same theme. And it is inner peace. How do we find this? How do we stop suffering within the self? Because that's where our power lies underneath, and we're under this veil of amnesia into not believing that power within and where it resides. And it's dormant unless you have the keys to unlock it. You cannot unlock it if the mind is eradicated and causing a disturbance in the field, because that's where the turbulence comes. That's where we become ungrounded. We're not in this sense of finding clarity and having this place of integration with ourselves. That's why some of the great teachings of some of these Eastern philosophies are so great. When I started learning about 10 years ago on Zen Buddhism and to understand some of these themes that they were presenting with, a lot of them were riddles. And it took me a long time to get to this point of understanding what the riddles are saying. And it's the same thing. And after I was going through Zen Buddhism and the Tao, and I was like, oh, now I get it. Now I see what they're saying. And it came to one word that they would say to some variation of the same thing. In Hindu mythology, it's like Sat Chit Nananda. And it was like Sat, that which is. And what is it? Chit, which was that which is consciousness. And Ananda is bliss. And when you get to that point of bliss, that's where we all want to be, but you can't be there all the time. It's just not going to happen. So we have to envelop ourselves in the human experience to understand that it's okay to be not in balance all the time. Just know you can come back to center whenever you want. That is the power of the self.
It's time for Crab Lives.